Heyo everybody, Haku here with my read-through for the next 4 chapters of The Promised Neverland. So this time we're getting to 56 through 59, and I will be honest, I think the first, arc it would be when they were trying to escape from Gracefield House. It was really complexly written and really great, and right after they escaped, the stuff with sung-joo and musical and all that was really good. I'll be honest though, the last 5 chapters, while I did still enjoy them, I felt like they were a little more, there wasn't really a lot of deep and complex stuff there. It was kind of more simple, and I think just the setting with this bunker and this guy, I think it's more the conflict. The conflict within escaping the house. They could get caught, they could get shipped off and killed and eaten. And it seemed very serious and stuff. And then the conflict when they're out in the wild, they could be hunted down by that pursuer who seemed really cool. Sung-joo and Musica could betray them. There's a lot that could happen out in the wild. But with this, it's more like, yeah, this guy could kill them, but I don't think he will. I think this is just this obviously very ephemeral and short-term conflict that doesn't seem quite as serious, because instead of him killing them or anything, it seems much more likely that they're going to find out his story and what's gone on with him and what's up with the poachers and all that. So that'll be really cool, but I feel like this setting is a little bit harder to work with and a little bit less exciting than it was earlier. And I think that's natural. Like when they escaped, I was like telling the escape story. That's really good, and they wrote it in an incredible way. But it's going to be more difficult for them to write what goes on afterward. What goes on after they escape is going to be a lot harder for them to write. And they've done a great job so far. But yeah, I just think maybe the last 5 chapters, since they, well, at least, 4 chapters, because at the beginning of B0632, they were still sort of with Sung-joo and Musica. All that was really good, but I don't know. I guess I just don't like this bunker and this guy stuff as much. But we'll see. My opinion can totally change. Like I said, it's only been like 3-4 chapters. So let's see what we get. And like I said, I don't think it's going to be too serious a conflict. We're probably just going to learn more about this guy's story. But either way. So we have the guy who finally cut himself out of the bindings at the end of the last chapter we read, and he says, "Crap, damn kids, thought I had them right where I wanted, but I never thought she'd go right for the captured villain is scheming something. Anyway, so long and thanks for the cookies. Pretty sure this door opens on the inside, yet it won't budge, but okay." And we have their little system that they made to tie him up. Alright. And then he steps back, and there's a knock as he reaches up towards the ceiling fan. He has a knife. Wonder what it is he's doing. Okay. Translator page. Hold on. Okay. Now we have this really dark and brooding panel of him in the next page holding the knife. Alright. Y'all playing with grown-ups now. Okay. The Promised Neverland. What a delicious moment. The family gets together. We have Anna, so adorable on the cover with Ray and Emma and Jemima there. And Emma looks younger than Anna with this. She's so cartoony. She's awesome. Emma's a really good main character too. I've said since the beginning I love Emma as a main character. But we have Negotiation Part 1. Well then, we've secured a safe place for now. Time to figure out what to do next, says Ray. How to go about the rescue and the escape. That is, how do we get Phil's group out of that place? And then, how do we cross over to the human world? We've got to think of something, says Emma. I don't have the slightest idea. I was hoping we'd get some guidance from Minerva, says Gilda. Oh, so adorable. Gilda's the cutest. So, what did you find? What sort of data have they got in the archive room, says Anna. Well, lots, says Ray. We've barely even scratched the surface of everything there so far, but we found, for example, the overall classification and general location of the plantations, which are which kinds of farms there are and where. I keep like, because I don't know the way the rest of the sentence is going, I keep like wondering if I should say there, or like if there's something continuing, like what sort of way, like if they're referring to something as there, or if they're saying like what kind of farms there are. And also what their particular identification marks are. Says Nat, reaching towards the number on his neck. Yes, yesterday that guy showed it to us all of a sudden, right? Okay, and they're remembering back to that. So this is cool. I'd like to know more about like the classification of plantations and stuff. Gracefield uses digits on the neck. Glory Bell, a character string on the belly. The kind of writing, the order of characters, the location of the mark. The details vary from plantation to plantation. Alright? Meaning, one can identify them at a glance. Incidentally, so that's how the guy knew ahead of time. He probably read some of those books. Incidentally, it seems like only the 4 premium plantations bother with unique identifiers for every specimen. The factory farms simply use brands. Each farm has a certain symbol, and they just engrave it on some fixed location. Okay. Alright. So, if someone knows about these marks, then just by seeing them on human cattle like us, they'll also know which farm we came, or from which farm we came. Right. At the very least, the intelligent demons know about them for sure. We've also found stuff about the Promised, the human world, and the location of demon settlements in this world, though that part's still not very clear. There's an encyclopedia of demon world plants with hand drawings. There's also normal things like novels and children's books, and we found some material about demons, but it's all very old, says Ray. The books here seem to have been published before 2015, just like in the Gracefield library. We can't be sure with the non-book materials, but when it comes to books that deal with demons and the Promised, they're all ancient enough to be considered historical. Right? All published before 2015. What does that mean? Could it be that Minerva's been away not for 13 years, but for 30? Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for clearing that up, Gilda. Though they were getting more recent cargo into the house. Oh, right, and Sister Crone said she saw human beings from outside. She thinks, wow, it's falling apart. That's actually super cool, says Toma or Lonnie, one of the two. Again, I always mix up which one's Toma and which one's Lonnie. They're just kind of like a pair to me. Just how many years does that have? Okay, that's a direct translation, but it's just he meant just how old is that? Because in Japanese, the direct translation would be like, how many years does that have? Well, I don't know what's written here, but at any rate, we'll only get super outdated info from these books, right? No, wait a sec. It doesn't add up, says Don. Bingo. Don is correct, says Ray. Yesterday, that man knew how many of us had escaped, and also the date when we broke out. There has to be a method of getting real-time information about the world. Oh, maybe there are computers there or something. Most likely these monitors. Okay. I've no idea, but there should be a way of watching the farms and other places while staying inside the shelter. If that's right, it'll probably be useful to figure out a way to rescue the others. What about a method of crossing to the other world, says Anna. Okay. We found nothing about it so far. I guess we'll have to locate Minerva first, after all. What, did you find anything about Minerva? Yes, says Emma. This. A letter? Yeah, it was inserted into one of those ancient books. And then Gilda and Anna start reading. Ugh, that Gilda and Anna energy. Say it every time. There's always a panel with the two of them. Congratulations on your success in making it so far. So like I said, I think this place is like a another part of a test that like they're going to have to figure out where the hints are that he left behind to get to the next place. But either way, congratulations on your success in making it so far. I apologize for not being able to celebrate it with you personally. The shelter was made for you. However, should you aim for more, should you want to go beyond merely living in peace, then use your pen and head here. William Minerva, A0863. This is, so maybe is that just the next location? or using the pen and head do they need to figure out another riddle? Because that's what I figured. That's what I figured this was, and the reason that guy's been stuck here is because he sat and waited and he didn't figure out the puzzle. Do you recall the message from the pen? The handwriting is the same, says Emma. Could it be, when he says beyond living here in peace, does he mean reaching the human world, says Gilda. Probably, says Ray. So Minerva's in A0863, says Don. I'm not sure of that. After all, this letter must be several years old. But after we finish giving a look through all the archived materials, Emma and I will go find A0863. But what about us? Say the rest. We'd like you to stay here and take care of the kids. And that's not the only thing we need from you guys. But Ray, in the situation, in the current situation, we don't need everyone on this mission. You get it, right? The poachers, says Anna. Correct, says Ray. In this shelter, we're safe. There's no sign that the demons know about it, and that man's been hiding here for 13 years. Right? However, his friends were all killed. They, the poachers, perhaps they had some sort of infighting, but if not, the ones who did that may be outside. That man said that he himself tried searching for Minerva, remember? And I gave up looking for Minerva a long time ago. Therefore this trip will be fairly risky. If we don't want to lose anyone, I think it's better to split up this time. That's actually kind of smart to not send all of them if it's a long journey. Alright. But maybe that guy can be the babysitter for the kids. But Ray and Emma, if something, says Don, I mean, you two are sharp as a tack, and our best pick for sure, but of course, even going alone will be taking a risk. But I'm not planning on dying. Come on, I'm serious. We have Toma and Lonnie just staring at him. Besides, it's not like the two of us want to risk it alone. After all, we're just naive chumps who know nothing. We've got to get help from a tutor with experience. Okay, so Ray's planning on using this guy in his 13 years of collected information. No way, Don and Anna. You can't be. And then he busts into the room. Alright. The kids start screaming and run to Gilda. Yo, a tutor with experience, thinks Don. We'll ask that guy to guide us. Then the three of us will head for A0863 A0863 together and search for Minerva. The three of us then. Do you really mean it? Will he agree at all? Oh, the two of them and that guy, of course. A high-stakes negotiation. And they both look at him. He has the knife in his hand. Oh, I was waiting for you, says Emma. Begins now. Good morning, mister. Let's make a deal. Chapter 56 end. Okay, that was a really good one, actually. That delivered on the sort of complexity and stuff that I wanted. I like that they are possibly splitting up, but I really hope we don't lose some of the other characters and we get to see plenty more of them, because I really, really like a lot of the others. I like Toma and Lonnie a lot. I like Don and Gilda, of course, a ton. Gilda's one of my favorite characters. I love Anna as well. And Jemima's really adorable, but she probably shouldn't be out doing anything dangerous. So yeah, I like the characters a lot. And the one kid that was stuck down in the cave with them, I like him too, but I forget his name. But either way, let's continue on to chapter 57. And I'm going to get a sip of water just because I don't want to chance losing my voice. Okay, that should be good enough. But either way, we'll ask that guy to guide us. Then the three of us will head for A0863 together and search for Minerva. Alright, let's read what it says on the side. For the sake of our survival, our progress, our family, it's time to negotiate. Are you serious? That man was just pointing a gun at Emma. Or a gun at you, Emma. And worse. Can you even reach his mind with words? Good morning, mister. Let's make a deal, she says. Alright, translator page, moving along. Unread for 13 years, the testimony of a tragedy. Alright, so this might be where we're starting to learn his past. Or rather, they might negotiate here and they might learn his past maybe towards the end, or he'll hint at it and then we'll learn next chapter. But either way. We see on the cover we have Ray and Emma looking at the wall that had poachers and all the help written on it. Alright. Chapter 56, Negotiation Part 2. Let's start over. My name is Emma. What's yours? Get the hell out. I don't have to tell you my name, and I don't want to. And then they all look scared or confused, except for Emma. Please, take a seat. Look, I'm sitting down. Gilda? Right. And she runs off. So, how are you feeling? In a bad mood. I'm so sorry we had to tie you down like that. And for the cookies. You must be hungry. Alright. To make up for it, we made you soup for breakfast. It's not poisoned, and it's not bad either. And she hands it to him. He's probably just going to dump it. He sits it down. But we got the temperature just right for you. Or wait. Starting off with bud. Did I miss something? Okay. But we got the temperature just right for you, she says as he puts it down. You know, the soup. It's all made with ingredients we brought ourselves. We're not a drain on your food supply. From now on, we'll make do with our own food sources. As for water, energy, and space, we'll make sure to keep our use to a minimum. And you figure I'm sharing my shelter if you do that, he says. No way. Get out. No, it's not that. This is all just courtesy, so that we can start on the right foot. After all, I think you're not really worried about resource limits, am I right? Since we searched the shelter yesterday, it became clear, thinks Ray. Earlier he went on and on about limits and dead weight, but it was all talk. His attitude was that of someone living the good life, and indeed the infrastructure of this shelter more than allows for it. Get out. His motive is something else. Let me get right to the point then, says Emma. We're going to meet with Minerva, and we'd like you to be our travel guide and bodyguard. Guide and bodyguard, he says. You're strong, right? You've survived here for 13 years, by yourself? And also, I'm guessing you have a lot of experience going outside. Huh? How can you tell, says one of the kids. His shoes are quite worn down, and he doesn't have the belly of a sedentary life. On the contrary, he's fit. And also... Okay, so that was good of them to notice all that. There were fresh fruit hanging in the pantry. Ah, you can't just make those, and there was nothing like them in the indoor fields. What's more, they seem relatively recent, which means he must be getting them from forests or by the waterside. Waterside? No matter what you do not ever stray back into the forest or go near the body of water. And they're remembering what Musica told them. But those are the super dangerous zones with demon nests. In addition, yesterday, his shot just barely grazed her skin. Assuming he was missing on purpose, that takes some skill. He escaped our binding quite easily, too. Okay. You're no sucker, that's for sure. And you've got experience in searching for Minerva. You know what this is, right? The letter? We found it unsealed. You guys must have tried to search for him, too, just like the letter says, even if you gave up later. Ray and I want to try, and because you have the strength and the experience, we're asking for your help. In your dream, suckers, why the hell should I care? Get out of my shelter. Oh, we will. If we manage to find Minerva and return safely, we're leaving the shelter at once, then. All of us. So that's your deal. And with this crappy offer, you expect me to risk my life going out. To risk my life to protect a couple of ridiculous ass clowns. Don't make me laugh, kid. Well, you want us to leave, right? Yeah. But it's a lot easier just to kill y'all right here. And all the kids scream as he pulls out the knife. Can you do it? Yep, you're going down. Sorry. When I make up my mind, I don't look back. And then Ray pulls the gun. You sure about that? Pull that trigger and you'll lose your only guide and bodyguard. You need me, don't you? I'm not killing you, he says. And he puts the gun on the table. I'm just returning your gun. Is it loaded, says Don. No, we took out the bullets. Exactly. It's not your life that's on the table. We found it yesterday, when searching the archive room. Must be to protect the secret, I think. If, worst comes to worst, the demons find out about this place. I'm kind of sleep deprived because you cut off the wiring, you know. Took me quite a while to fix it. The emergency self-destruct system is online. Okay. And this is possibly a lie, because I don't think Ray would risk that. Because he risked it before, and it was kind of a big deal for his character development to learn the error of his ways. But either way. Well then, mister, let's make a deal, or else we'll blow up the whole shelter, she says. And of course, Emma, this has been developed throughout the series as a good actress from when she was trying to fool Isabella at the beginning. And of course he looks irate and concerned. This place is important to you, right? More than just a bunch of resources. You do understand that if we destroy the shelter, you won't be having any tea parties anymore. How do these kids... Are they insane? If we're gonna die anyway, why not blow it up? They gotta be crazy. Comes down to a threat? Something's wrong with their heads. This is nasty. But in only one day they've already... What to do? They're full of openings. I could turn the tables, but these kids are just a pain in the ass. Search for Minerva, huh? If both choices will cause trouble, I guess that one is quicker. No, actually, it may even be a bit fun to watch, I guess. And he thinks back to, or he's envisioning Emma finding him die or something. Okay. And then he pulls the knife back. Very well. If y'all are so eager to throw away your lives, I'll help you die. But no, mister, you can't let them die, says the one kid. Aw, so cute. You shut up. I'll go with you and help you search for Minerva. But I'm showing the way and that's it. I'm not guarding crap. And I'm certainly not putting my life on the line. I understand. That's fine. So what's your name? I said I'm not telling you my name, Antenna Kid. Deep inside, a secret motive. Antenna? That's my nickname now, she thinks. Don't get me wrong, I don't have the slightest intention of getting close to you. And stay out of my sight if you please. Don't want to stare at your stupid faces. I see. Pleased to meet you then, dear man with no name. Alright, chapter 57 end. Again, really, really good. Alright, so let me get a sip before we move on. Let's go into chapter 58 and see what we end up with. Alright, so it looks like we're starting off with nicknames, because we have Antenna, Sleepy Cyclops, Beanhead. That's a bit too much. I love this. Emma's so adorable. Prissy Four Eyes. Gilda's face. Gilda is bae. I keep saying it. I keep trying not to, but Gilda is bae. Curry Chow. Pizza topping. Oh my god. That's great. Toma and Lonnie's heads. Nose. And then Nat is just nose. Oh, that's so good. Alright. Okay. Got multiple pages. Here it goes. This sucks. He's bullying all of us, says Toma and Lonnie. The man doesn't want to learn our names. He's so stubborn about it. Maybe he doesn't want to get attached because he thinks they're going to die. By the way, Nat, why are you looking so proud, says Ray. Because my elegant nose line has been recognized. Not only is he refusing to learn our names, he's not telling his own name either, says Emma. He's dead set on that point, too. Shut up, Antenna. Oh, you know what could be sad? Maybe they didn't have names at whatever farm he came from. That doesn't make sense, given that they would want the people in the farm to, not know that they were in a farm and want them to be happy. But still, other farms might run differently. He doesn't want to grow close. To us, I mean, says Ray. He must figure it's better to remain detached. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He doesn't want to get attached to them and then have them die. Chapter 58, Decision. Rejection. What lurks behind this shadow? Alright, and I like this. We have the table with all of the dummy versions of the kids and their nicknames. We have Antenna, Four Eyes, Sleepy, Bean, Curry Chow, Pizza Topping, Nose, Babysitter is Anna, Hairball is Alicia, Cookie is... I actually don't know which one that is. And then Shaggy is the one with the crazy hair. Adorable. Okay. Repeat after me, he says. And we have all the little kids lined up. Take care of the rooms. Take care of the rooms. Stay out of my sight. Stay out of your sight. And don't even walk around to begin with. Don't even walk around to begin with. If you use something, put it back where you found it. Back where we found it. Break any rules, and you die. And then we have Alicia grabs his teapot. I think I get what to do now. It's not just this switch that makes him vulnerable. The entire shelter is full of extortion material, says Ray. Thanks for the report, Alicia. Wait, Ray, what sort of dangerous experiments are you making the poor girl do? You too, Alicia, says Gilda, scolding them. No problem. I won't do it again. After all, everything is important to that man. It's not as if he's not listening. It's a bummer that we can't explore the rooms, says the one kid. And he yells at us to go away and gave us these funny nicknames, but we kept asking his name and he got so angry, and they all laugh. Oh, you stay away from him, says Gilda, scolding all of them. Anyway, we've managed to drag that man along with us for the Minerva excursion, the rescue, and the escape. We must accomplish both of those goals within 2 years, because if we bring all the kids from Gracefield here, the shelter will simply be over capacity. Alright. We have to secure a means of escaping this world as soon as possible and complete both the rescue and the escape within 2 years. Right? And we're not even sure Minerva will be there. We can't afford to play around and waste time. Right? Without that man's experience, we got no hands to play. He's absolutely necessary to our goals. And also, that man is a human being like us, and somehow he managed to go outside and survive for 13 years. With us going so close together, I'm sure there will be chances to learn how he does it. However, if you look at it, going out with him is a necessary step. And we've managed that much. I feel a bit relieved. And he's stacking the book back. But we're still worried about this. And we had the meeting between the 4 of them. And when we say until we meet Mr. Minerva, well, will that man even listen to us, says Gilda? It's not like he couldn't kill us if he wanted. It's totally possible that he'd just say yes, but wait and watch for a chance to kill us, right? Probably, says Ray. It's natural that he'd think that way, to be honest. He might just be looking to put disgusting shitty kids like us into danger out there. No, says Don. And that's fine. Our first priority was just to get him to come with us. At the moment, there's no other way for us to push that man into action. As of yet, we don't know what that guy's true motives are, so, like what he's thinking or what motivates him or what kind of person he is. We're about to start a game of gathering intelligence. He's playing this game just like we are. That's the kind of journey that we're on. I just wish we didn't have to resort to this cloak and dagger stuff and could just help each other. He's an escapee just like us, says Emma. He's the one that pointed his gun at us, refusing to tell us anything, says Ray. We leave 4 days from now. You've got until then to prepare. He's even rushing our departure from here, says. We've got 3 days to read and prepare. On the 4th day, we aim for A0863. Right? 1 day till departure. And we see him going back to that room. Hey, what's a poacher, mister? Says Emma, going with them. Stay out of my sight. Quit wandering around. I'm not in your sight, she says behind him. Besides, I need to ask you things before we leave. What's a poacher? How far have you gone, mister? Have you ever made it to A0863? Why did you stop looking? And how did they all get annihilated? Okay. I don't feel like talking about it. It's all a secret. You guys are a good little family. And I hate good little families. Eyesores. Disgusting. I want you lot to get lost right now. Do you even know what it feels like, realizing that just one choice can throw everything off the rails? The terror of seeing your ideals, your choices, kill your friends? And we have another flashback panel. We'll all live in the human world together. Was that choice really the right one? It's not all pointless. There's no way it can all be pointless. Huh? I can't wait. Will you still be able to spout pretty words like those at the end of this journey, I wonder? And he walks to leave out the door. Follow me. Bring Sleepyhead too. Okay. And he steps up onto the piano. Yo. Hey, wait. And he lifts up the top of the piano. What? And pulls out an umbrella? Oh no. Wait, yeah? And there's a door by the piano? Or did he stick the umbrella in there and turn it to move the piano and open the door? This is our final preparation before we're off, he says. Time to go find Minerva in hell, eh? Okay, and it's an armory. Alright, so they have a bunch of guns down there, melee weapons. Interesting to see this world's technology. Now, into the Abyss of Despair, Chapter 58 end. Man, it's gonna suck having to wait 2 weeks to see what happens next. But either way. Time to finish things off with Chapter 59, Choose Well. What little time is left, what precious family is left. And I love this, we have this cover here, the gardening being done by Anna, Jemima, Toma, and Lonnie. Then the Gupna being performed by Don and Emma out hunting, and Emma, Ray, and Nat looking through the books and the archives. Alright, see what we get next. Okay, when we get to the actual first page, here we are. An armory. The hidden heirloom of B0632. Alright. Moving along. What's this? Did Minerva leave an entire armory for us cattle children? It was by chance that we found the piano mechanism. When we first tried to play it, the tuning was just a tiny bit off. No way I could have noticed that, but anyway, the point is, if you suck, you'll never even realize this room exists. What was Minerva's plan, says Emma. Beats me. Guns, blades, shields, bombs, got everything. Pick whatever you like, he says. I don't give a crap about Minerva's goals. These are weapons. This room was made for someone to use it, right? We'll be getting into enemy territory now. Well, we're already in enemy territory, but you get it. The wasteland is at a whole other level compared to what you've seen. The plantation forest doesn't even come close. This is the land where they live. Alright? If they come for you, weapons won't really save your life, but it's better than putting your ass out there barehanded. I'm not helping you with this. Choose something that you figure will help you survive. And he hands a gun over to Emma. Heavy. So guns are this heavy, she thinks. What do you think? Well, for me something lighter would probably be better. Sung-joo and music taught us that, right? The way to survival is escaping, and we have Sung-joo teaching them. Should ye find a demon, raise not a hand against them. Think rather of one thing only, how to run away. I want to avoid anything that could make it hard to run away. Even if that doesn't happen, I think it's better to travel light at any rate. Right. Do you get it? Running is better than killing. However, the best of all is to not even be noticed. And we have Sung-joo's lesson some more. Too much weaponry would be a hindrance. It's better to travel light, but what if they do find us and cut off all means of escape? And you, mister? What are you taking? Says Emma. Don't want to explain. Watch and learn. And then she looks pissy still. Watch and learn. One large weapon. What's that thing? Extra ammo, 2 units. He's not taking any handguns, and a knife. I see, with a knife. Pick whatever you like, and come up. Just play anything on the piano to return. He's gone. He's seriously not helping, huh? Alright then. Gotta keep watching him and stealing his techniques. That's the kind of education we're getting with that man. Ray, I'm taking a knife with me, says Emma. Okay. Actually, I wanted to take this one because it looks strong, but it's way too heavy, and I figure I probably couldn't hold it properly anyway, and I love the thought of Emma shooting the rocket launcher. Yes, that is correct, says Ray. So, I think the bow I got from Sung-joo is still the best as a basic weapon. It's very light, and I'm already getting the hang of it a little bit. And we'll need it anyway to hunt for food along the way, right? I can reuse the arrows when we manage to recover them, and with a knife I could make new ones. Right, so yeah, that's really smart. Yeah, a knife is useful for a lot of things, so you're going with a knife and bow. However, this probably won't be enough to deal with a demon. On the off chance that they find us and drive us into a corner, I want to take a gun or something, just in case. Or perhaps one of these, whichever seems to be the easiest to use. One. Yeah, just one for us two. That plus extra ammunition is already quite bulky, right? I see. Something like this, then. Okay. And there's a small pistol. A pistol? It's got 4 barrels. I found it way back in that shelf. I think we can use it, depending on the conditions. But Ray, that man didn't pick any small guns like this. Does that mean it might be too weak for our needs? Maybe it lacks power or range or accuracy or... Yeah, but just take a look at that. And he points over. Oh. We will survive and come back to our family. We will. Right. Now a knife and... Hey, I wonder what's this. Then, about the provisions. Do like we just said. When you head out to gather food or hunt something, please be very careful. I've explained the techniques to Don. Okay, says Gilda. We also have the indoor fields that Anna's group built, so it should be fine. Leave it to us, says Don. The wound seems to have closed. I'm relieved. We were running out of gauze, says Anna. Well, in my case, it was just an incision. Thank you, Anna, for tending to my wound and for helping with the preparations, too. Thanks, everyone. See, I really like this, how Gilda's kind of running things. Anna's built the farm and also doing the medical stuff, and Don is in charge of the hunting and stuff like that. And I would assume Toma and Lonnie are going to work on the farms that was built by Anna's group, since that's what we saw in the beginning. So yeah, that's really, really cool. What are you saying? That's the least we can do. To be honest, we all wanted to go together, says Anna. Especially Don and Gilda. They're beside themselves with worry and frustration, but they said that you two were right. This is the best way to keep everyone alive, and that takes priority over everything else. You see, they really trust you. And now we see Emma's group about to leave. So Ray does have a large gun on his back, not just the 4-barrel pistol. Okay. Interesting. Let's see where we go from here. Well then, we'll be back soon. Why, Emma, and they all run to hug her. If you get hurt, you can't hide it. Don't push yourself too hard again, right? Right. You too, Ray. If there's danger, be a good boy and get away. Roger. And of course the guy's pissed off. If we let our guards down, they'll strike. It's totally... Mister, may I ask you something, says Gilda. Please, bring them back to us safely. Gilda, I know this is a dangerous outing, for you too. Something bad may happen that you can't escape. But precisely for this reason, even if something happens, you need to run back here. You must bring back at least one of them alive. That's a request now? Sorry, girl, but just because you say something, it doesn't... No, it's not. It's my expectation of you. I won't let you do it. I won't let you kill them. If you don't come back with at least one of them alive, I will personally destroy this shelter. If you pretend that there was a demon or an accident, if you try to kill them, that's actually good insurance so that he can't just fake their deaths. Gilda, after saying goodbye, head forward. You two come back safe and sound, and she hugs them. If even one of you dies, I'll never forgive you. Yes, yes. Alright, we have anything else? Okay, so we made it through those 4 chapters. I loved them, and one thing I really like I said, is how they're sort of setting up this kind of little community that they've got going to keep themselves alive, where Don is gathering food, and then Anna's group is not only growing food, that's probably going to be mostly Toma and Lonnie there, but Anna's also in charge of doing the medical stuff, and then we have Gilda kind of in charge of everything. So I think it's really, really cool, and I guess Nat was reading through the books, so maybe he's going to be trying to figure more things out when we saw him at the beginning. So either way, I'm really happy with what's going on. I'm excited to see their journey, but I hope we get to still see a lot more of the group that got left behind, because I don't want to just kind of forget about those characters for a while, because I really like those characters. Also, Anna has really, really grown in the series and is like one of my favorites. Like, she got to say a lot and do a lot this chapter. So Anna's one of my favorites. And yeah, I guess that's it. I guess I'll leave it here. I enjoyed these 4. In 2 weeks we'll have 4 more. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters, what you thought of my first thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more. The Promised Neverland, much more on the channel. I'm so excited and so ready for the anime. I cannot wait for the anime to happen. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or I can talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord, just ask and I'll give you a link. It's free and open for anyone. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.